HTV News Source is sponsored by CN Vision Image Consulting and Chi Products.
You're watching HTV, Houston Television News Source, a product of the City of Houston. Your story, your voice, your station.
Hello, welcome to this edition of HTV News Source. I'm your host, Mariana Yangurin. Mayor Sylvester Turner spoke candidly about residents still needing help rebuilding after Hurricane Harvey. Many affected by the devastating storm developed mental health issues. Take a look.
The preliminary results from the survey known as the Hurricane Harvey Registry are fascinating. For instance, we see that 46% of the respondents so far had to leave their homes as a result of the flood, and they were displaced for an average of 20 weeks. And 58% of them stayed with relatives before returning to their homes. We truly are a city of the right family values. Of course, many residents are still displaced, that we know, and the city is working hard to help them return to their homes. We're repairing homes, reconstructing homes, and that process will be going on for the next 3 to 5 years. For survey respondents who reported having significant headaches in the aftermath, 46% said their home did not flood, and 50% of the people who reported having a running nose in the aftermath also said that their home did not flood. In other words, Harvey was an equal opportunity offender. The preliminary findings also have produced insights into Harvey's effect on mental health in the region. For instance, of those who had to leave their homes because of flood damage, 68% or more said, "I thought about it when I didn't mean to, and I had trouble falling asleep or staying asleep because of pictures of thoughts about it that came into my mind." These findings reinforce my long-standing concern that even though our city has bounced back from Harvey, we still have more healing to do. And I pledge to make the resources of the city's health department and other branches of city government available to act on the findings when the survey is complete.
In other news, Housing Director Tom McCaslin and his team walked in a neighborhood knocking door to door, helping residents with HUD money in order to repair their homes.
The city just got the money in January.
The Department of Housing and Community Development has worked hard after Hurricane Harvey. They have been dealing with the aftermath in trying to help some victims mostly affected by the storm. At the time, thousands of residents applied for FEMA help and were denied, some for no reason at all. Tom McCaslin, Director of Housing and Community Development, said he's on the front lines and has money to assist those who felt forgotten.
These funds are coming from the federal government. It's HUD, or the Housing and Urban Development Department. It's $1.3 billion of funds coming specifically for Harvey recovery. We signed the agreement with the state, who is the entity overseeing this, in January. 10 days later, we launched this program by opening up the surveys for anyone who's seeking to access these funds.
Tom and his team canvassed several areas in Houston and spoke with residents to fill out surveys in order to get money to make repairs and, for once, make their lives normal. McCaslin has received more than $3,000. The city is also offering contractors that won't take advantage of you.
If you've already started, you already have a good contractor in place, and you just need assistance finishing the work, we'll let you continue to work with your current contractor. But if you haven't started, the city has already procured those contractors. They're reputable contractors. We have strong oversight over them, and so we'll be moving the home through the repair process with those contractors.
For more information, you can log on to recoveryhouston.houstontx.gov or call the Help Center at 832-393-0550. Stay with us. We'll be right back.
Vets, you served our country, and now you're home looking for a job. But how often have you applied and never heard back? That can be frustrating. That's why Edge for Vets was created, to open the world for you. The Houston Airport System and its business partners are hiring and offer this unique opportunity to get an edge in the interview process. To find out more, contact us at edgeforvets.org.
We know you didn't do it, Just confess.
Okay, you're right. I didn't use the 311 app. I mean, I saw the pothole, but I just got lazy. I mean, I didn't use the 311 app.
You are pathetic.
Who says that kind of stuff?
Use the City of Houston app for all your 311 needs.
Houston,
where cultures come together.
where inspiration
takes center stage
and big dreams come true.
It's where fun happens every day.
Houston's a city on the move. It's a city that makes you groove.
That's the heartbeat. That's the rhythm of my town. Of my town.
My town. My town.
Our town.
H-Town.
Houston is a city that inspires. Visit Houston for yourself and find out where the inspiration leads you.
Welcome back. Bush Intercontinental Airport celebrated its 50th anniversary. Folks of all ages came to enjoy the games, food, and see some incredible vintage planes. Check it out. The 50th anniversary of Bush Intercontinental Airport celebrated in style. Thousands of people of all ages came out on a cloudy day to pass the time listening to good music, eating great food, and admiring some of the most amazing vintage planes.
This is a celebration. This is a celebration that will take place every year from this point forward. It's a celebration to allow the people of the city of Houston to actually enjoy one of the major facilities that the city has, be proud of it, because it is important and it has value, economic value to the city. It's an economic engine that drives all of the new business that drives into the city and jobs, creation of jobs, and it also brings people in. We all know that the city of Houston is the most diverse city in the United States, and that is because of the air service that we have that connects Houston to every major continent in the world except Africa, and we're working on that.
Let's not forget these fabulous vintage planes like this blue beauty named Devil Doll.
So this is a B-25 Mitchell bomber. It was built in 1944, and it's now owned by the Commemorative Air Force, and we travel around and fly to all of the shows. This particular aircraft was built towards the end of the war, and it never made it to combat. It was stored and shipped and used for transportation and stuff up until the Commemorative Air Force acquired it in the 80s. And then they've been flying it ever since, taking it to shows, as I said, and just using it to educate and remind people about the war effort.
Well, we have to look forward, because in 1969, they had 10,000 acres out here halfway to Dallas, and everybody thought it was crazy, way out here. It was futuristic. Now we're going futuristic into the wide world of space. There's going to be thousands of travelers through the spaceport in Houston. It'll be a commercial endeavor out at Ellington. No better way than to go out over the Gulf and go Mach 3 over the Gulf of Mexico from Ellington. So that's the future with the airports here, besides becoming a 5-star airport here.
This annual event concludes with this beautiful cake, and especially with the airport theme. Houston Tomorrow on Institute for Research hosted a discussion on the commute and health impacts of the possible I-45 freeway expansion proposal.
So this is the monthly Livable Houston Initiative meeting hosted by Houston Tomorrow. And today was the discussion of the I-45 freeway expansion proposal and the health impacts, the traffic impacts of that project. And looking at how we as the people of Houston can think about whether or not that's a good idea to expand that freeway. I-45 expansion is the biggest project in Texas. It's an $8 billion project. And so the final environmental impact statement is being finalized. And so in theory, TxDOT could finish the process of deciding what to do this year and could move forward. The real question is what this will do about sprawl and development and where people will be allowed to will get to live and how this will impact our future. And so we have to figure out all those impacts.
Chief of Staff Marvelette Hunter spoke at a press conference emphasizing how important it is to get affordable housing to those who need it the most. Take a look.
We need to increase the supply of affordable housing by making home loans more accessible, providing more homebuyer counseling, and expanding down payment assistance. The City of Houston is doing its part, and I'm proud of our housing department under the leadership of Director Tom McCaslin. And through our single-family housing program, we are projecting to provide assistance for over 300 affordable housing units to be built, to be constructed, and also providing down payment and closing cost assistance. So since Harvey, some of the things that we have focused on through the mayor's initiatives, his priority is to build single-family homes in the city of Houston. So our annual projection of homes that will be reconstructed is 300, with a maximum home value of $200,000. And as a part of our home development effort, we have currently 8 homes that have been constructed, 10 homes that are currently under construction, 37 homes that are in our pre-construction stage, 108 homes that are in our pipeline, and we anticipate, as I stated, 300 single-family homes being constructed, and that's at a maximum home valuation of $200,000.
Stay with us. We'll be right back right after this short break.
It looks good, no? We worked hard.
Get in the truck.
Human trafficking takes many forms, and all of it bad. If you suspect someone's a victim, call 888-3737-888. Learn the signs at watchfortraffic.org.
We believe that every baby deserves the best possible start. Unfortunately, not all babies get one. Join March for Babies to fight for the health of all moms and babies in communities like yours across the country. Sign up at marchforbabies.org.
Welcome back to HTV News Source. Councilmember Brenda Stardick and Mayor Turner broke ground on District A in order to rebuild an area that is prone to flooding. Check it out.
Today we are celebrating the groundbreaking of the Briar Branch redesign and reconstruction. Yay!
Yeah. Do you see how small the channel is right now? Right. That's going to go away. It's going to be replaced by 3 of these. Yeah. Yeah, so all that channel's going to go. That's a big box. This one is 9 feet tall and 10 feet wide.
It's about lowering the water level along Briar Branch. It's about mitigation storage. It's about significantly reducing, flooding for the surrounding community. It's about making the city stronger and more resilient. And right here in the Spring Branch area. So what's our top priority is reducing and mitigating the risk of flooding, and that's exactly what this project will do.
Not only will it add to the detention of the area, but it also bring the water out of the local neighborhood through the channel and into the detention that was already built a few years back, about 5 years ago. So we've got 40-acre detention feet here, and then we're going to add the capacity of these large culverts here and these large box culverts under the Briar Branch. In addition, we'll have the drainage on top. So we're going to have all of these enhancements to our drainage system that this community and West Houston deserves.
Thanks for watching this edition of HTV News Source. I'm your host, Mariana Yanguren. Until next time, have a great day, and thanks for watching. Your story, your voice, your station. Goodbye.
HTV News Source is sponsored by CN Vision Image Consulting and Chi Products.